Xu Qing found something weird about her feet and asked her to show her feet. He was also sure that she didn't try those undergarments which he bought that day because she thought that is used for Thai feet. Xu Qing got irritated and found it ridiculous. Then, he gave him examples of an ancient lady who was beautiful in her waist, teeth, skin, and everything. On the other hand, Deng Tuzai's wife had messy hair, misaligned ears, rough lips, and missing teeth. Still, her husband loves her so much that they had actually 5 kids. Xu Qing decided to be Deng Tuzai personified from now on, and had nothing else to offer except for his body, heart, and soul. Xu Qing then shows him a tutorial and found something weird about her feet and asked her to show her feet. He was also sure that she didn't try those undergarments which he bought that day because she thought that is used for Thai feet. Xu Qing got irritated and found it ridiculous. Then, he gave him examples of an ancient lady who was beautiful in her waist, teeth, skin, and everything. On the other hand, Deng Tuzai's wife had messy hair, misaligned ears, rough lips, and missing teeth. Still, her husband loves her so much that they had actually 5 kids. Xu Qing decided to be Deng Tuzai personified from now on, and had nothing else to offer except for his body, heart, and soul. Xu Qing then shows him a tutorial on how to use undergarments so that she can wear this, and clothes shouldn't go waste, but she was still finding it immoral. Xu Qing debated she didn't see other women wearing such comfortable clothes in the street. After this debate, Xu Qing asked her to learn some games on the computer in order to keep her busy, otherwise she'll start thinking about going on her night adventure and practicing martial arts. She then asked her to teach some do-diju games too. Jiang He is playing games while Xu Qing was free and thinking to take a nap. It was dinner time and they decided to go to the east side of the district for dinner today. Xu Qing suggested she change his hairstyle with a new dress and have her hair down as she had been tying it up for days. Also, it will make her less likely to recognize people. Jiang He changed her dress and showed it to Jiang He while he asked him to change back as the current outfit is too conspicuous. They both then went outside. Uncle Zhao, the security guard, mocked Xu Qing that he is taking his girlfriend for an outing, to which he gave the same reply that they are just friends. After walking for some time, she asks him what his girlfriend means, at which he pretends a girlfriend is a friend. Then why he kept denying she's not his girlfriend but a friend, thought Jiang He. They stopped at a nearby place, which Jiang He found very peaceful. Xu Qing ordered a cup of boba tea and a cup of kumquat lemon. She tried boba tea for the first time and found it weird as boba was hard to chew. Xu Qing's drink was sour. Jiang He took one sip and found it delicious, so he offered his cup. Jiang He asked him if she can earn like all people here, but Xu Qing reminds her that she'll need an ID card for this. After drinking tea, they were full, so decided to walk for some time. Xu Qing wanted to take him to a nice place, so they boarded the train. Jiang He found the travel by train more exciting and interesting because she had just sat in a horse-drawn carriage before. After reaching Lanzhong, they came off the train. It's called the modern-day city night view, and what a soothing view it was. They started talking about Jiang He history of 12 years back. Jiang He started thinking about her past and was sad to think what will happen next to her then. Xu Qing motivates her that although her identity issue is yet to be resolved, there'll be some way to stay here as there's nothing that humans can't do. So, staying here isn't a bad option. He also promises her to travel by plane once she gets her ID card so she can also experience the skies and enjoy the life of this world 1,200 years later. The police mobiles were wandering in the city after midnight for that ghost, and Xu Qing thought not to move her out at night but in the morning. Jiang He was talking Xu Qing that she wants to go outside and explore, as she thinks all people here are prisons, but he tells him that it's all everyone's choice whether live in a home like a landlord or go outside and earn. Xu Qing told her that he'll give her money, but what will she do without him? How will she buy clothes, take food, and all that? Also, if they keep doing all this without earning some income, money will eventually run dry. After all discussion, Jiang He accepts that without an ID card, she can do nothing. But at least, she now knew how to get the ticket for the bus and take food for the money. Xu Qing was trying to teach him a new game, but Jiang He wanted to earn money just like him, by watching videos or anything. Xu Qing says that the method is so complicated for her for now. The door knocks. Someone from Xu Qing's family was there and he asked Jiang He to hide in the room. His dad was outside, who was a landlord but still take rent from his son in whom Xu Qing lives. After entering, the first question his father asked was about his job. He taunted his son for being unemployed and he didn't find a job yet even though he is graduated now. He asked him to find a job quickly, otherwise he'll raise the rent of the house. At which Xu Qing tells his father that there was some ghost reported so he should lower the rent even. His dad was leaving almost, and he saw some women's dresses and he misunderstood that Xu Qing started cross-dressing. Xu Qing's father asked him about the female dresses found in his house, and he was scared that if he doesn't tell his father the truth then his neighbors or the auntie will tell him that he was hanging out with a girl. He then told his father that his friend's sister is staying temporarily for a few days and also introduced her to his father. She greeted his father and asked Xu Qing what to call his father as she almost called him dad, at which he whispered uncle. His father called Xu Qing separately and asked him if she was his girlfriend. Xu Qing denied it and scolded him for not having a job. Xu Qing reminded his father of his wish of becoming a YouTuber, but he didn't listen. Xu Qing transferred 238 yuan to his father's account as rent and asked him to leave the spare key there. He told his son that his mom is calling him for a meal and he agreed to visit whenever he'll free. He then shows his father Jiang He's pair of shoes and asked him how much he can sell this old antique pair. Father got weird and went back. Xu Qing's father got offended and misunderstood him that he is making him a fool by saying these shoes are antique, and he picked Jiang He's sword unintentionally. Xu Qing thought this sword must be safe as it belongs to Jiang He, so he told his father that it was a toy bought himself. His dad advises him to stop all this nonsense and find a job or apply for civil servant and dedicate his efforts towards serving the people of the country. Xu Qing asked Jiang He to stop hiding and come out and keep the sword safe. He then explained to her that she should call his father uncle and that if someday she met his mom, she should call her auntie. Jiang He reminded him if he wants to practice martial arts or not, at which he asks him if there was any quick way to learn martial arts because he seems no advantage in learning martial arts at all. They then stopped discussing martial arts and started playing games. She asked him how she can make money by playing games, then he says that there are thousands of people who don't have time to play, so they give money to people like you and me who have time and we play for them. It's a random day at the police station. Warriors are hungry, so they ordered food from McDonald's and were getting bored. They had a call from a man, so they reached there at house No. 14, floor 6. There was a drunk man lying outside a house, saying to the police that they are late as he was waiting for them, and asked them to say his wife to open the door. Police officials knocked on the door and they told they got a call from here, so asked to cooperate and open the door. His wife came out and the police asked her if she made the call. The young man told them that he made a call because his wife locks him outside the house and didn't let him in. His wife tells police that she did it multiple times because her husband had a bundle of beer every day. Police scolded that man and they went back.